with my two kids, Ari and Zane, and you're watching Kid Hub Fit, where we have so much fun learning about food and fitness. Today, we're here at the Museum of Natural Curiosity at Thanksgiving Point in Lehi, Utah. This place is so big, but in this video, we're just gonna be playing outside. Come on, let's go! First, we have to check in. At all museums, you gotta be sure that you check in at the front desk. We're starting our outdoor adventure at the playground. There's playgrounds at parks and even in some museums like the Museum of Natural Curiosity. You can see my kids are using their grip strength to hold on to the zip line. Zane, are you okay? Are you good? Good job. I love that. So many of the toys here, you have to practice your strength. To spin around. Ari, want to go grab the zip line and we can teach all the kids how to do the zip line? As you can see, I'm running, which is a form of cardio, and Ari is going to really show us how strong and how coordinated she is by holding on and zipping down that line. Good job. Yep, let's do it. Ready? Yeah. Want to count to three? Count to three with us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. As you can see, my kids are on a teeter-totter or a seesaw. This is super fun. It actually distributes weight. So Ari, how old are you, girl?
4.
She's 4. And Zane, how old are you?
2.
He's 2. So stop jumping really quick. So look, with both kids sitting on it, you can see it's tipped toward Ari. Ari's a little bit bigger than Zane, so her weight is gonna hold it down on this side. I'm gonna help Zane go down and up.
I can do it.
It takes leg strength to push off the ground. Zane wanted to go over to the swing, so I'm gonna get on with Ari now. And because I'm bigger, now Ari's in the air, and I have to use my legs to jump and launch Ari into the air. Is this fun?
Yeah.
And there's nobody on Zane's, so he's not going anywhere.
I can do it.
Everybody is different. Everybody's bodies are different, but we're all the same. We all have the ability to move and jump and play and have fun. Was that fun, Ari? I gotta be careful when I'm getting off so I don't send her launching. Even though it's sunny, it's actually really cold outside. But the cold doesn't stop my family from getting out and playing. The sun is so good for our bodies. It helps us produce vitamin D. It gives us energy. It helps us sleep better. There's so many benefits to being outside. If you take a look, my kids are on the excavators. Oh, do you need some help?
Yeah.
We're using these arms to dig. We're gonna pull. And where do you want to move it? Over here?
Right over.
Oh, onto the sidewalk right here? Well, whoa, good job. Okay, you give it a go. I'll work with Zane over here. You have to be super strong to maneuver these, but this is super, super cool. Instead of digging with our hands, we can use a machine that can help us get it done without getting dirty. Whoa! Zane, what color is this excavator?
Yellow.
It's yellow! Ari, what color is your excavator? It's green! What's that over there? Ari, what does this do? Look right here. We're scooping up some of this plastic. It almost looks like rubber from tires. It's like recycled tire material right here. But this whole entire thing, it actually will take it all the way up here and dump it down there. This kind of reminds me of something. It's called DNA. DNA stands for Deoxyribo Nucleic Acid. That's a huge word. Basically what DNA is DNA is in every single cell of our entire body that makes up us. Now me and my kids are gonna use our strong muscles to send all of this stuff up to the very top. Spin it. Wow, do you see it coming up? Is it making its way? Keep going. Keep going. It's working. Oh, okay, let's stop. Are you insane? Should we go to the bear cave?
Yeah.
Let's go explore the bear cave. Come on. Look, we found a bear cave. Something super interesting about bears and caves is during the warmer months, they eat a bunch of fish like salmon or trout and different types of fish that are swimming in rivers, and they catch them and eat them, and they're so nutritious. Fish are really good for our bodies too. But what they do is they get really, really big. They're eating a ton of these super yummy fish to get ready for winter. Because what do bears do in the winter? They hibernate. What that means is they actually don't eat a ton and they don't drink a ton. All of the fish and all the food that they ate before the winter months helps to give them nutrients to help them last the entire long winter. And they stay in a cave. They're not sleeping the whole time. What did you find? No way, you found some footprints. And did you find something up there? We'll meet you at the top. Come on. Come here, Zane. Come up here. Okay, let's go. We'll meet you at the top. Now we're gonna pretend like we've been hibernating all winter and come out and stretch. Let's stretch our bodies. Let's stretch our legs. So hop off your couch. Oh, reach up and stretch. Let's do the other side and stretch. Oh, it feels so good to stretch our bodies. Let's open our arms super wide and bring one over and hug one arm. Oh, we're stretching our arms, and let's do the other arm. And let's do one last big stretch. Ready? And stretch. Oh, it feels so good to stretch. I did touch the tree. You ready to keep exploring?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We've been playing and running around a lot, so now it's time to hydrate. Just like bears after hibernation, it's super important that when we've been playing, even when we're playing outside, it's super important to drink our water in here. And then we actually have some electrolytes in this one. Oh. You guys ready to keep playing? Okay, let's go. Oh my, I think I see a waterfall over there. Let's go check it out. It's a bear hugging you. You silly girl. Zane, what is that? Holy smokes. This is a waterfall. Did you know that the water is falling down? Why does the water fall down, not up? There's something called gravity that is all around us that is keeping us on the ground. Just like when we're jumping, we always come back down. And when we jump, it takes muscles in our legs to catch us and to be able to have energy to jump. A waterfall is so amazing because it ties into our bodies because of oxygen. When we exercise and when we just breathe, we're breathing in oxygen, and that helps our bodies and our heart. But what's really, really cool is the fish that are inside of the water, they don't breathe air, but they breathe oxygen within the water. And what a waterfall does is it oxygenates the water. It pulls oxygen from the air and it puts it into the water so that our fish can actually breathe underwater. It's so cool. We were talking about fish when we were talking about bears, and now we're actually gonna go see some real live fish. You kids ready to go find the fish? Let's check and see if they're under this waterfall. Look, it looks like we're following some animal footprints into this cave.
Whoa.
Whoa! Check this out. You know how we were just talking about oxygen in the water? You can see all these little bubbles giving nutrients to all of the fish and bugs and animals that are living in there. I don't know what creature that is. Look at these footprints. It looks like we have two different kinds of creatures.
Bear.
Kind of, maybe it could be a bear.
I see a fish.
You do? Come on, let's go see him. Oh my goodness, have you ever seen so many fish before? Which one's your favorite? The white one with the black? What about you, Zane? Which one do you like? Ooh, I see a lot of orange fish and yellow fish. They have spots on them. These are like the types of fish that I was talking about. The types of fish that we're looking at right here, they're called koi, and there's also some carp in here. There's lots of other types of fish that we actually like to eat, like salmon, trout, tilapia, cod. There's so many types of really nutritious fish. One thing that fish have a lot of when it comes to nutrients is protein. They're also super high in omega-3s, which is super healthy for our bodies. There's healthy fats. Look at them. They're so social and smiling over here. Hi, fishies. Do you see that carousel right there in the background? At the very end, we are gonna ride the carousel together, but we have a couple more things to explore first. We're here by the pond, which is so relaxing to be around water. There's a bunch of different types of water that we could be around, like a pond like this, or a river, a stream, which is a little bit smaller than a river. There's lakes, which are bigger than ponds. There's even oceans and seas, which are really, really big. What's really, really cool about being around water is another word for it is called a wetland. And what that means is it's just a body of water. There's all the time a lot of animals and bugs, and a lot of animals, they depend on water sources like this because it brings in a lot of nutrients and it helps them to get food and water. This is where they raise their young and things like that. It's so beautiful. Being out in nature brings so much energy and joy. So don't forget to get outside after you watch this video. Oh my gosh, what are Ari and Zane doing? They found a little playground spider web down here. Let's go explore and see what they're doing. Ari just used so much strength to get up to the top of this web. That's amazing. This web reminds me of a spider web. It also just reminds me of how interconnected so many things are. You are so high, that's amazing. So many things are interconnected, whether it's nature, whether it's us as humans, as families. So many things are interconnected and affect us and how we live our lives. And when we're active, just like you're seeing us do right now, you want to touch that? You want to go all the way up there?
No.
So much of what we talk about here at Kid Hub Fit has to do with nutrition and fitness and taking care of our bodies. Just like we see with this web, so many of those things are interconnected with the way that we feel and how we're able to act and literally just live our entire lives. Everything is interconnected like how it is on this web. A lot of times when I see nature rocks just like this, I think of our bodies. Like I said, we're all interconnected. We see these big crevices inside of this gulch right here. This is where water flows. We see big crevices. We also see little smaller ones. This reminds me inside of our bodies of two things called arteries and veins. What arteries do is they take blood from our heart to our entire body. And then what the veins do is they take the blood from the body, like our fingers and our toes, back to our heart to get oxygen. It's amazing. What are you kiddos doing? They're using their bodies, their blood is pumping, and we're exercising here in nature. It feels so good. Are you having fun, Ari?
Yeah.
We're now at the ladybug stage where we're gonna do a bug workout. Let's start with a moth and a butterfly. What do? They flap their wings. Get off your couch at home and join us for some moth and butterfly jacks. What is this? That's right. Say it again louder so the kids can hear you. It's a praying mantis. Good job. What do praying mantises do? Do they grab things with their hands?
Yeah, and dip your hands.
Yeah. So let's pretend like we're grabbing things like a praying mantis. And grab.
Beetle.
And grab. What do beetles do? They crawl on the ground. So get on your hands and knees and let's crawl like a beetle. What other bugs do we see? What does a worm do? Can you wiggle like a worm? Wiggle, wiggle. What does an ant do? Crawl on the ground. Let's crawl on the ground again. Come on, come and crawl. What else do we see? What about what?
Spider.
A spider? Do spiders shoot webs? Should we kind of be like Spider-Man and spiders and shoot webs and go or run around and be like Spider-Man? Whoa! Oh, what's this?
A grasshopper.
Whoa! A grasshopper, that's perfect. Jump toward the kids at home and let's be like grasshoppers. Jump! Good job! Jump! A honeybee, what does a bee do?
Sting.
They go sting. We can fly around and sting. What does a caterpillar do? You guys can do the caterpillar crawl like Zane. You are so good at that. I don't know if my belly can accommodate a caterpillar crawl because I've had a baby in my belly for 23 weeks. I'm so grateful for my body. You gonna have a little brother soon? We sure are. Should we go ride the carousel?
Yay!
Let's go to the carousel. We made it to the carousel. This is a world-renowned carousel over here at the Curiosity Museum in Thanksgiving Point. Let's go get in line. Are you guys excited? We're up next. Ready, Zane? We're now riding the carousel. Ari and Zane, are you excited? Yeah. We're gonna wear the seat belt so we can be safe. Whoop. Come around and do our... We're gonna do Ari's buckle so she can be safe, and I'm gonna ride on this one right here that actually, I don't think this one goes up and down. We're now riding the carousel. Ari and Zane, is this so fun? Ari and Zane's horses are riding up and down, and my horse is just standing still. One crazy thing about horses is they are so fast. Their legs are super strong. They've been known to run up to 45 miles an hour or even faster. A human, like a really fast human, they can run even over 27 miles an hour, which is still so fast, but not as fast as a horse, right? But horses, they run for a long time, just like how we've been on this carousel for a long time. Humans, they can only run that 27 miles an hour for a really short amount of time. But we're all different. And we're having so much fun. Do you guys like riding the carousel? I love all the different colors and the lights. And it looks like there's some construction going on with these over here. So we don't want to ride those ones. And we always want to be sure that when we're riding a ride like a carousel that we're wearing our seatbelt so that we can be safe. And we don't want to fall, huh? We had so much fun exploring the Museum of Natural Curiosity with you today. Again, you're watching Kid Hub Fit, where we have so much fun learning about food and fitness. I'm Shay K, and parents, if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me at Shay Hub Fit on social media. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!